Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Subahibi. Nothing much to say today. Just did my usual routine, you know. Woke up, ate some food, checking out the news, talking with my dad, took a shower, some light exercise, some meditation, as usual. I haven't been playing much games lately. Well, this is a game, but technically you're just reading, you know. Well, I have been playing Osu. That's about it. That's just, I'm just rambling about my daily life. I guess I'm sort of getting bored about what I'm doing currently. Like, it's boring, but at the same time, it is what it is, you know, considering what's going on right now. I've been itching to get some ramen, though, for the past few days. Can't wait to get some ramen once we can go back outside. But yeah, sorry. Let's continue on. I don't really have anything much to say today. I was gonna talk about what was going on in the last episode, but it's still very fresh in my mind that we were just gonna we're gonna investigate the underground site for the school and try to figure out this webbot thing. But yeah, let's continue on. I hope my ramble wasn't too long there. Nah, it should be good. I usually ramble on a lot longer. Ugh. Honestly, that picture sent chills up my spine. Oh yeah, right. I ended up after Yasuko, I believe her name was, showed us a picture about 3 dying, or yeah, at least we assume it's a suicide. We don't know if they're actually killed by someone or not. What the hell was that about? Emailing people pictures of a suicide was beyond juvenile. It scared me a bit too. But I wondered if I'd really managed to convince Noketa back there. Noketa? Nothing good had happened lately. What was that BGM? Lots of new BGM on this chapter. Interesting. Takashima Zakuro's classroom. Her desk was decorated with a vase of flowers. No one was in the classroom. An email from Takashima-san, huh? I don't know who thought up that prank, but that person definitely isn't an exemplary citizen in our modern society. What I'm thinking is maybe Zakuro planned a suicide and asked someone to send a picture. Or they got killed. I don't know which one. I assume it is a suicide though, because in the last world, she was going to do a suicide. I wonder if they had some other motive for the prank. Oh? I sound like a real detective now, don't I? Cool. I did promise Yokoyama Sisterko too. There was nothing in Takashima-san's desk. You know, I'm paying close attention to the BGM, and it seems like there's 2 melodies that are like going on in the BGM. It's kind of crazy. It's like they're not even in sync. They're trying to outdo each other. Kind of make you anxious in a way. I suppose that should have been obvious. If there was anything there before, it was probably taken as articles of the deceased. While I was searching around, I felt something slimy in the back of Takashima-san's desk. Slimy. It wasn't a solid, but a liquid. It was like the slime a snail leaves behind it. Snot? I carefully looked at the top of her desk. No, can't be, because snot dries out, right? It can't still retain its, liquid consistency.
なんじゃこれ。スパイラルマタイ？
What the hell is that?
いや、何ですかこれ。
I don't know, Yuki. She had apparently carved those words into her desk. There's a lot of scratches, yeah.
これは不気味としか言いようがないですな。
Roku. No, I can't read it. It's too small. I can probably read the one at the very bottom. Ero something. Ero. Is that ko? Ero komaro? I don't know. I was under the impression that people thought she was weird because of her personality. But looking at this desk, I could see why. Or did the bullying make her like this? They were just scribbles, but it was spooky to think that this was what she was writing just before her death. I took out the detective kit I'd brought with me. It contained a magnifying glass, a fingerprinting kit, a blood testing kit, and more. It cost 18,000 yen. Ooh, that's pretty pricey. But it was really high quality. I calmly took the magnifying glass out and examined each of the letters.
その命30億ギルダンなり。第三の波。
Aw.
うぐー。あ。
This is... When I looked more closely, I realized that those were the scribbles on my magnifying glass. What? Haha, I'm such a trickster. What do you mean?
気を取り直して。
Is she role-playing? Was that supposed to be a reference for something?
頭リバースハルメキドネブラセーンエロヒムロ
Ero Himuro? Oh, that's the one that I tried to read, and I fucked it up. It was all the same. Totally incomprehensible.
エンジェルリムーバーエンジェルナイト私はエンジェルアドバイス
Okay, what the fuck is she saying?
なんだこりゃ全然わからん
So cryptic. I jotted it all down. It would be so convenient if I had a camera right now.
他は
If only you had a phone, Yuki.
これ
I couldn't see it very well because it was blurry. Or rather, she scratched it out after writing it. Yeah, I could see that near the chair. And quite a few times too. Why would she do that? In one spot, it was like she'd written something several times and crossed it out every time she wrote it. I took out the aluminum powder. This was a very important part of the detective kit.
これなら隠されたものも浮き出るはず
I started dusting the desk and taking prints. This detective kit was amazing. I pulled up a bunch of fingerprints, making the letters hard to read.
て指紋しか浮き上がらねえじゃないか
Well, I guess it was a fingerprinting kit.
うはら指紋だらけでわけわかんなくなった
I kept the fingerprints anyway.
何が役に立つかわかりませんからな
They might be.
だいたい2種類の指紋だな
How do you know that actually? I've never used a detective kit, so I could never differentiate if there are like multiple fingerprints or not. Only 2. It made you think about how isolated Takashima-san was. That almost no one else touched her desk.
それにしても
The first set was, of course, Takashima-san's. But what about the others? The other, you mean? Though I'd need access to a whole database of fingerprints to figure that out. Besides...
削られた場所を浮き出す方法ってないかな
For now, I do my best to read the rest. It wasn't like there was no choice, there was no chance of it working, right? The same word was written over and over, and each time it had been scratched out. It was a pain to decipher.
これって文？いや、これってまだ。そうね。これってマミヤって書いてない？
Takuji?
マミヤくあとは読めないな。
Is he an accomplice? That would make sense. He ran away from Yuki, right? But it doesn't make sense though, because Mamiya Takuchi doesn't know that we're close with Zakuro. Unless I don't know. Zakuro is too mysterious. I don't know if she retains her memory from the previous world, or like I said, if this is a new world altogether.
マミヤって
The Mamiya Takuji in my class? Why was his name here?
マミヤタクジに少し聞いてみるのがいいかな。と言っても、確かあの人授業とかほとんどいないんだよね。今日も見かけなかったし。
And he was kind of hard for me to deal with. I didn't know why, but I got a crazy headache when I was near him. Yeah, I remember that during at the pool. Something was going on. Just because I was always on the roof wasn't a guarantee that he never came up to the roof. Though I was always on the roof and I didn't ever run into him.
あれは？
The person I always ran into up here. Yep.
あやなさん。はーい。ご精が出ますね。はい。精液出しまくりです。
What is wrong with you? She parried my greeting skillfully.
あやなさんは精子が出る人なんですか？みなかみさんに合わせてみました。
Wait, what did Yuki say? Full of spunk.
私は出ませんけどな。なら私も出ません。
I guess it's a reference, or not a reference, it's a pun. What Yuki said must mean can be said like, yeah, Seiki or something.
ちなみにね、精が出るって別に物体の精、つまり精液が出るわけじゃないの。そう。みなかみさん特有の高等なギャグかと。こんな時間になんで屋上いる？それはあなたも同じ。私と同じ？私は間宮君を探しに来ました。私も間宮君を探しに来ました。え？本当に？すみません。適当に合わせました。別に探してません。
This girl is weird. Her jokes were kind of hard to follow.
でも、間宮君なら。
Ayanna-san pointed down from the roof.
あれは？
I saw someone in the courtyard.
誰だ？あんな場所で旧プールの方に行く。影が見えたのなら、その後を追えばいいと思う。
So that's him?
影は自分が見たいと思う姿。そして、見たくないという姿だから。
So you mean we can lose him if we don't follow him?
だから影を注意深く見るといい。
Okay.
なんか意味深。すごくかっこいい私。そこまで言ってない。
Whatever, Ayanna-san. Compared to Zakuro, she's just weird. Zakuro is mysterious, but Ayanna is weird. I like her though. Don't take my word for it, but I don't really consider weird as a negative word. Putting that aside, I should probably go chase him down.
確か。
It's happening again. Is it the pool that's making us get these headaches? If you listen closely to the BGM, there's like someone whispering in your ears. Not again. Why did this happen?
あれは
A human figure appeared from the base of the pool. It turned this way. For some reason, it looked like it was expanding. What?
なんだ、なんか立ちくらみがまた。Mamiya, Takuji.
Okay, what the fuck happened to your eyes, dude? You didn't look like that before. I seriously felt nauseous every time I saw him. Why?
どうしたんだい、水上さん。僕に用事かな。
ああ、少しね。用事があってきた。
具合悪そうだね。
別に気にしないで。
僕はこんなに晴れやかなのにね。
Okay, that look is fucking creepy, dude. Kinda giving me goosebumps right now. What's going on? He was acting a little weird. Why was he so confident? I thought he was a lot more meek. There aren't very many things that could cause a change like that. One was mental disease, and the other was... drugs? Yeah, I had some kind of suspicion that drugs were involved in the last episode. I forgot why I thought about drugs. I think it was when that NPC guy was talking about the party or something. I felt worse every time we met, and his attitude was changing too. It was possible he'd been smoking something, but it was kind of strange that he didn't smell at all.
気化して使う麻薬か。ないな。
Is he reading our mind?
それって無味無臭な薬物なのかな。すごく値段高くない？
何よ、それ。
どうしたの？まるで心が読まれて驚いているみたいだけど。
Okay.
なんか質問があったんじゃないかな、僕に。だから会いに来た。
Sorry. Okay, I'm really on edge right now. Gosh, this BGM along with his scary eyes, it's making me on edge.
何はしゃいでるんだか。君が悪い人だ。
なるほど。高島さんの机に僕の名前ね。そんなものよく見つけたね。
He is. It's not even reading minds. He can. It seems like he can even go past beyond what we are thinking and go to our past or something. Yuki wasn't thinking that, but then again, it might be because it's not shown that she's thinking that. I'm not sure though.
マミヤ、あなた。
また頭痛かい？もしかして真理をつかみつつある僕にめまいを起こしてるのかな。
What are you talking about?
何それ。バカじゃない。
そうだね。君ならもしかしたらわかるかもしれない。確かに僕は君のことを赤の他人とは思えないんだよ。
気色悪い。あなたと私は赤の他人でしょうが、ただクラスが同じってだけで。
そうだね。僕と君は確かにそういう関係だよね。だから僕は君に挨拶はしない。
は？
なぜならば僕の前に立つ人間が一流か否か確かめなければならないからだよ。
What the fuck are you on about?
何を言ってる。
Superior human being?
もう一度言うよ。だから僕からは挨拶しないよ。
Was he always this kind of freak? This kind of... Ouch, my head hurt, seriously.
そうだね。言ってしまえば今はまだ二次元なんだよ。
Oh shit. Is that a jab in saying that she's a part of a game?
二次元。
そうだよ。そうだよ。今ここは二次元の世界。君たちはそこにいるトカゲのような存在だ。
Wait, does he know that this world is like... Is this still an artificial world?
なんだそりゃ。
その二次元のトカゲはどうやって三次元を知る？
They can't.
何の話だか全然わかんないって。 つうか話の脈絡なさすぎだ。
一つは3次元が2次元の面を通る時の影、刻々と変わる立方体の影。
True,
それで
true.
2次元のトカゲは立方体、3次元の存在を知るであろう。そう、2次元のトカゲが3次元を想像できるのはその影を見ることだけだ。
Ayanna was talking about shadow, so does that mean you... I'm confused. Are you an outsider? Is he just like what Zakuro was in the previous world? Someone who snuck into like another world? Or... I think that's what Zakuro was in the first chapter. Like, I still don't believe that Zakuro... I don't know. I'm actually still thinking that it might be not Zakuro that we met on the first world. It might have been just a figment of Yuki's imagination, but... he might be the same as Zakuro in the previous world, in chapter 1.
刻々と時間によって変化する。その影を見ることだけが2次元に住む者たちに許されたことだ。ならば我々3次元の人間は4次元をどうやって知る？ 5次元をどうやって知る？ 6次元、さらなる次元の高みをどうやって知る？そうだよ、2次元が立方体の影でその存在を想像するように、我々もその影で高次元を想像しなければならないんだ。
He was talking like a madman, but what he was saying? He was referencing Edwin Abbott's Flatland. That was quite the highbrow reference. Ugh. My head hurt. Why was I so dizzy? Mamiya Takuji was staring at my face. He wouldn't look away at all. They say a mental patient never looks away from the doctor because they can't understand how uncomfortable it is for another person to be stared at. Mamiya Takuji never looked away from me. It was incredibly uncomfortable, annoying. I wanted to throw him to the floor and punch him until my headache went away. Actually, that sounded like a good idea.
マミヤさん、少し。
そうだよ、僕は行くよ。
人の話聞け。
殴られるのは好きじゃないんだよ。
Why did he show himself to us? That's the question right now. Why? Could he really read my mind?
僕が君の心をその疑問は君が追いつけばわかるさ。ただし追いつくことができなければ永遠にわからないけどね。
マミヤ拓司。
では僕は行くからね。
Mamiya Takuji disappeared. He was so small and he'd always been meek before. But for some reason, I felt strangely nervous just looking at him. My hand was balled up into a fist and my palm was dripping with sweat.
このクソ暑さのせいで。
My head hurt. I wasn't in a good mood either. Was this strange feeling because of the heat? Or something other than that? Something felt strange. Since that time, the landscape I'd known had been changing, faster and faster. The world that never changed a bit until now was slowly melting.
ユキ、待っててくれたのね。だからあなたたちのために待ってたわけじゃないんだからね。
Yuki, I gotta applaud Yuki. She has fucking nerves of steel. She can change her. She has a very good mental fortitude, is what I wanna say. Usually, you'd be more shocked after what happened, but holy crap, she's back to normal.
もうそのネタいいわ。だってお決まりも大事なんだよ。そんな特殊な世界のお決まりなんぞ知らん。なんだと？
Anime.
それは特殊な異臭で特殊な体型でお母さんに買ってきてもらったファッションセーター島村の特殊ファッションで特殊なメガネの特殊な趣味のお兄さんに対する批判か？
My god, that's a mouthful.
違うわ。 というか長いわ。
ならクッピンのことか。
Krillin?
短いけど関係ないわよ。
What are you talking about? Yuki's so
どうした
random
の
sometimes.
ユキ。
何が？
さっきから私たちの顔をずっと見てる。
そうかな。
そういう時はユキが何か聞きたい時だよ。
まあ大したことじゃないんだけど。
どうしたのよユキ。
いやー、なんか変なメール来なかった？
何それ。変なメールってどんなメール？
いや、
This
変な
whisper
メールが
again.
なければ問題ないんだよね。
Man, this BGM is creepy as fuck. I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's pretty low. And my voice is pretty loud.
何かあったの？
いや、大したことじゃないんだけど。
何かあったのね。高島さんのことかな。ユキ？
大したことじゃないんだけど、さっきあなたたちと別れた後すぐに剣道部の横山テルに会った。
What?
横
Yuki Teru?
そんな人いないけど。
いない？あのさ、うちのクラスの横山、体感だったかの妹の？
あのさ、横山って横山清くんのこと？
そうそう、横山清の妹の横山テル。
いや、だから横山てるとかいないから、いるのは横山やすこちゃん。
Man, I'm so used to Yuki's stupid random shit now that I I can even ignore whenever she's saying dumb shit like this.
そうそう、やすこちゃん。
やすこちゃんはどうしたの？
なんかいろいろと不安がってたみたいだった。
You know, the author does that pretty often, huh? When there's like a serious scene, suddenly Yuki bursts out into trying to lighten the mood, and then suddenly it goes back into a serious mood again.
なんて言ってたの？
I feel like that's gonna backfire at some point.
いや、大したことじゃないけど。大したことじゃない。
メールってさっき言ってた。
いや、なんか変なメールが出回っているみたいでね。いたずらメールなんだけど、それでやすこが不安がって。
変なメール？
いや、なんかちょっとしたいたずらだよ。
世界が滅亡するってやつ？
知ってるの？
直接は。ただやすこちゃんがそんなことぼそりと言ってたのを聞いたから。ユキ、なんて答えたの？
ありえないって。
でも彼女、ユキにそう言われた後になっても世界の終わりを怖がってたみたい。そんなことありえないのに。
Okay, thank God the BGM's gone.
明日
Whew.
朝練があるんで。
It's such a creepy BGM.
はい。
明日迎えに来れないから遅刻しちゃダメだよって司は言ってるのよ。
See, at the first chapter, I was messing around. Well, I wasn't messing around. I was actually pretty mad that their everyday life was so boring, right? But once things actually start happening, I kind of understand the author wants you to feel like this, like when things get super creepy, you crave for everyday life that's usually normal. I get that. I get that writing. But I'm still very interested in the story right now, even though it's super creepy. Am I masochistic that way? I don't know.
ああ、なるほど。
本当に分かってるのかな。
若月姉妹が来ないからゆっくり寝れるってことですね。
違います。ちゃんと起きるんです。こいつは。
大丈夫、遅刻なんてしませんよ。
本当かな。
There's still a long time until the 20th, so chapter 2 is actually pretty long, huh, compared to chapter 1. Those two disappeared into their house. There's been nothing but trouble. Even I was starting to get scared. What the hell is going on? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fucking creepy music, dude. Huh? Who's that? Someone was looking at me. What? That's... You gotta be fucking kidding me.
マミヤ。やあ、断りを学んでいるかい？
What?
マミヤ、なんでこんな場所
What
に？
the fuck are you talking about?
君は体の人なんだ。僕みたいに断りを学ばなければならない。
What are you talking about, dude? Jesus Christ.
確かに君の体は賢い。断りを学ばなくても十分世界を知ることができる。時には僕の断りすら及ばない認識に至ることもある。だが断りを学ばなければ僕のように悟れないよ。
Reason.
悟れなければそれ以上の認識など想像すらできないよ。弁証法的螺旋階段。
Dialectical staircase. What does that mean?
高次元の認識に向かい登りたまえ。
って待てい。
Mamiya had disappeared. Is he like a part of our... Are we going crazy?
私より早く。
So far, the only one that see him is us. Well, Ayanna saw him though. I don't know.
あいつ、そんなに足が速かったっけ？
Was he? For a moment, it felt as if an electric current had run through my brain. It was almost like a headache. That feeling. I was probably just tired. This was really turning into a strange day. First, I checked my email.
あったあった。このキモいのがあいつからのメールだろ。で、
I clicked the link in Yokoyama Kiyoshi's. I remembered his name because it was in the email message and went to the underground message board. Hello, this is the secretariat of the Kita High message board, Sawayaka. You have received an invitation to the Sawayaka message board from Yokoyama Kiyoshi. Message, sup, this is Kiyoshi. Smiley face. What the fuck? Here's the invitation you asked for. Go ahead and sign up. And don't forget about the party. A bunch of people from a certain famous college will be coming. Blush. It'll be crazy fun. Waving emoji. What a creepy message. So, to register, I just needed to click the link. This one, right? Was it a good idea to use my real name? Well, I can understand why people use emojis, like, talking about, you know, this message, like, makes me remember about, I had a friend who was in high school, right? And we were chatting via, I forgot if it was via WhatsApp or Line. Mind you, I was still very, like, we knew each other for maybe like a week, right? But we were in a group chat, so it was something like a social, you know, just he chatted me up, and we hit it off together, and it was a good, it was a nice you know, back and forth, but I did find it pretty I wouldn't say weird, but I did find it I wouldn't say strange too. Like, in a way, he's correct, right? When you're talking to someone, sometimes you say LOL or lol, right? But you don't necessarily mean it, right? So he called me out on it. Like, you might have said LOL, but you're probably not you're probably not even laughing right now. You're probably not even smiling at my message. I'm like, well, I guess. Technically, LOL is not an emoji, but it's like the same kind of thing, right? It's supposed to represent an emotion. So I just it just reminded me of that incident before when I was in high school. Continuing on though. Oh, but there was probably an administrator. Who cares? I could just make up a name and register. It should be fine as long as it didn't sound fake. Maybe I should use a real person's name. How about Shibata Katsuye? My address was Owari Province, Aichi District, Kamiyashiro Village. Date of birth, 2nd year of the Daiei era. My age is automatically calculated. 487 years old, huh? That's a historical figure, by the way. Then a login ID and password. Then it looked like I need to be approved by an administrator. If the administrator checked for that name on the register, it might not get approved. But then I could just register with some other student's information, or I could even use my own if I wanted. Well, it's not a big deal either way.
さて終了です。終わり終わり。
They could? I don't know. Could they IP block you? I'm not sure. I collapsed on top of my bed.
今日は疲れたな。
Probably because I ran around so much today.
それにしても。
People were scared. Yokoyama's little sister, Kagami and Tsukasa, and even me. We were all feeling anxious. We knew it was a load of crap, but it was still frightening. But I suppose that's what it means to be afraid.
さてと、寝るか。
What it means to be afraid. 5 more days until the 20th.
いやー、参りましたな。コンビニの店員がちんたらレジやるから遅刻ですよ。
I looked at the clock. It was after 11, about the time when 4th period would be starting.
それと電車がちんたらしてたからかな。なんか気分的に。
Though that still didn't explain all the lost time, did it?
あと、シャワーがちんたら出てたとかなんか気分的に。なんとなくそういう理由かな。なんか3次元目の終わりの鐘が鳴ってますな。
She's talking to herself.
ギリギリセーフみたいです。午前の授業に間に合ったんだから、気分的にはケアレスミス程度の遅刻だよね。
Vertigo again? Lately, I've been feeling dizzy all the time. Maybe I really am sick. Okay.
黙らないわ。というよりも、そっちこそ黙りなさいよ。
なんだと、このバイタ。
Really? Name calling? Mamiya Takuji, what the fuck?
バイタって言うにこと書いてこのチビ。
なんだと。悟りを開いた者に対してチビとは小さな人間はお前だ。
Every time we see him, we get a headache. Why is that? It doesn't look like Tsukasa and Kagami had a headache.
そんなこと言ってるんじゃないわ。
What's happening? It looked like Kagami and Takuji were fighting.
みんな不安なんだから適当なこと言わないでよ。
適当なことではない。真実だ。
ちょっとお姉ちゃんも落ち着いて。間宮君も。
I forgot we were in the same class as him, huh?
私は落ち着いている。冷静でないのは君たちではないか。
そうかもしれないけど、とりあえず声をそんなに荒げないで話そうよ。
私は声を荒げているのではない。貴様らの耳が真理の声を聞き取るにはあまりに小さすぎるから、大きな声で喋っているのだ。
You sound kind of screaming, to be honest. Well, not screaming, but you do sound a bit loud, I have to say.
みんな座れ。授業を始めるぞ。
What did he say anyway?
世界史の飯田だ。
ほら、何を立ってるんだ。
はい。
みんな座れ。授業を始めるぞ。
Okay, so everyone can see him. That removes the theory that we're just delusional. Everyone can see him.
ほらマミヤ、何を撮ってるんだ。
He's not gonna start killing the teacher, right?
なんだお前、何ぼーっとしてるんだ。
僕がぼーっとしているように見えますか？
あのなあマミヤ、お前成績がものすごく下がってるんだからさ、そういうバカな問いはやめないか。
Are people not seeing the same face as I do when they see Mamiya Takuji?
バカな問いですか。まあいいでしょう。
よし、授業を始めるぞ。教科書の67ページ開けてくれ。確かローマ帝国の。
先生。
なんだ、まだ何か用事か。いい加減授業を始めさせてくれないか。どうしたマミヤ、トイレか。
Is he gonna kill him?
やはり先生も低俗な人だ。だから対局を見失う。
なんか言ったかマミヤ。
すべてが終わろうとしているにもかかわらず。
すべてが終わる？何を言ってるんだお前。
例えばこの船が沈みますという時に、先生は悠長にその戦場で古代ローマの歴史でも教えますか？
マミヤ、お前何言ってるんだ。
質問ですよ、質問。船が沈みゆく時に先生はどこか遠くの昔話を生徒たちに話すのですか？
歴史は昔話ではないし、大体ここは船ではないし、沈みもしない。
なるほど。ここは船でもなく沈みもしない。そして過去を記述した歴史は昔話とは違う。
ああ、そうだ。それよりマミヤ、何か不満でもあるのか。
The teacher is surprisingly very calm. I'm impressed.
不満なんてありませんよ。だって先生は低俗な人ですから。
He's saying really rude
真
things,
実
you
が見え
know?
ないのは当然のことです。猫や犬が足し算引き算を理解しないからといって不満に思う人などいないでしょ。
He's really like underestimating him, undermining him.
マミヤ、お前大丈夫か。
大丈夫？何を言ってるのですか？まず自分が大丈夫であるかどうかを心配したらどうですか？こんな時にこんなつまらないことをやっているのですから。
こんな時につまらないことって。
He sees
お前
something.
な。
He sees something, but I don't know what. He can see something that we can't.
大体考えてもくださいよ。歴史なんて記述の束は悪魔が世界を10秒前に作り、我々に記憶を植え付けただけのものかもしれないですよ。
I think that's a theory that someone said before. I forgot what it's called though.
そんなわけないだろう。多くの歴史的な証拠があるのだから。
ならばそれも作り物かもしれない。悪魔によって偽装されたものかもしれない。
マミヤ、お前本当に大丈夫か。どうしたんだ。
悪魔でなくても人が都合の良いように解釈しただけのものかもしれませんよ、こんな教科書。
Well, that's not entirely wrong to be fair, Takuji. I've also thought about that before too. Along with a certain book, you know, I grew up in a Christian school, so I always wondered if it was true. Surprisingly though, my friends who are Christian, they never questioned it. Maybe because I'm an outsider, maybe because I'm not Christian, I questioned the book.
本当はもっと大事なことが世界にはたくさんあるのかもしれない。それを隠蔽するために誰かが書き換えたのかもしれない。
クラス委員。
はい。
今から職員室に行って 担任の清川先生を呼ぶように頼んでくれ。
Who's that?
あ、はい、わかりました。
The moment the class representative passed by Takuji, he pushed her violently and she crumbled to the floor. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
マミヤ、お前。
お姉ちゃん。
Kagami stood defiantly in front of Mamiya.
あんたね、女の子に何手あげてるのよ。
女であるか男であるかなど関係ない。
I agree with that, but not in this context. Not like this, Takuji.
だいたい全てが終わろうとしているにもかかわらず、
Playing
まだこんな作り
along.
話を続けているような場所で、女だとか男だとか。
I don't know if it's
おかしい。
sorry. I don't know if it's like him going crazy or us that's actually in the wrong. It feels like he's actually talking some truth into this, but I don't know. Maybe I want it to be true.
ここにいる人間すべてが真実から目を背けようとしている。
Technically, I think that's what happened in the first chapter. In the first chapter, Yuki... I thought about this in the last episode, right? Yuki was trying to escape from something. That's why she escaped to her world.
いい加減にしろ、マミヤ。大丈夫か。
大丈夫です。間宮君の手に驚いてしまって、ただ足がもつれただけですから。
マミヤ、お前、謝れ。
なんでですか。
マミヤ、お前、自分が何を言ってるのか分かっているのか。その終わりというのは何だ。最近生徒たちが怯えていると聞くが、お前がその噂を立てていたのか。
終わりは終わりです。すべての終わり、終着点のことですよ。それは噂ではありません。ただの真実。あなたは弱い人間だ。小さい人間だ。だから僕を見ることができない。
But we're seeing you though right now. What are you talking about?
お前、ちょっと来い。
理屈で勝てないから暴力で来るのですか。
I mean, with your logic, you were the one that actually threw... Like, you were the one that shoved the club representative first. With your logic, you know, you were the one who used violence first. The fuck? No one could understand what had just happened. Just that a loud sound echoed through the classroom, and then the teacher fell down, covered in blood. We were too confused to understand that Mamiya had just struck him with a flower vase.
あれこれメール通りじゃない。メール
That word seemed out of place, but before I could ask what she meant, someone screamed, sending the rest of the class into a panic.
なんだよこれ。
Is he dead?
死んだのか。
Exactly my question. They made a lot of noise over the collapsed teacher, but no one did anything to Mamiya Takuji, except sneak glances from the corners of their eyes. Because they were afraid of him? Because they believed they mustn't look at his face? But Mamiya Takuji simply stood there and smiled.
みんなどうしたのですか。えらく怯えているではないですか。
血が出る。お姉ちゃん、先生助けなきゃ。つかさ。
When Tsukasa tried to go over to the teacher, Takuji threw her to the side. She fell to the ground.
間宮拓司、あなた。
おや、水上さん。どうやら君もここに転がる哀れな子羊と変わらないようだね。君の心は恐怖で濁っている。そうやっていつまでも恐怖に怯えながら何もせずに突っ立ってるがいいさ。そうしてそのまま自国の豪華に焼かれるがいい。
間宮、
どうした？僕を殴るのか？結城友実やその他の人間が今まで僕をいじめてきたように。
So he was bullied. Again. What's this feeling? When I was near Mamiya, I got dizzy. Why did it keep happening?
聞くがよい。恐怖におののくものどもよ。すべての生は20日で終わる。これは紛れもない真実だ。城山の死も高島の死もすべてそのためである。死こそ予言の名言なのだ。死こそ真実なのだ。なぜ死は予言への名言たり得るか。
It feels like he's some sort of cult leader, dude. I'm scared of this guy.
愚劣な者は死を隠そうとするのだ。だからこそ隠されたものによって語られなければならない。死を隠すもの。それは第一に教育、第二にマスメディア。この国のように学校教育が極めて高度に普及し、マスメディアも世界最高基準にまで巨大化している社会では。
That's true. I agree with that. That's actually very true. Even though the government can actually cover a lot of the media, you know, to prevent some panic.
我々は公教育とマスメディアによって多
That's
く
also
の禁忌を
true.
植え付けられている。
Like I agree with his points, but I think he's going a bit too crazy about this.
その最大の禁忌とはすなわち死を考えること。我々は死を考えることを置き去りにし、あたかもこの日常が永遠に続くかのごとくに振る舞うことを強制する。
Actually, no. I don't think I think it's more religion that doesn't want you to think about death. I don't know though. Like I think about death before. When I speak about it, I don't know. Well, let's continue on for now. Let's continue on.
なぜならば死の不条理さの前では全てが無力であり、全てが無意味だからである。だからこそ教育は、マスメディアは死を、本当の意味での死を覆い隠そうとする。
Okay, he's saying there's something that not prevails, that comes after death. Is that what you're trying to say, Takuji?
彼らが我々に示す死とは対岸のもの。我々には関係のないもの。あくまでも自らに降りかからないからこそ楽しめる玩具のごとき死でしかない。だが誰でも知っている事実として死は全てのものに寄り添うもの。死とはリアルそのものである。
No. That's not what he's saying. He's actually just saying that death is upon you right now. He's not saying that there's life after death or anything like that. He's just trying to say you guys are going to die soon. That's legit the only thing he's trying to say right here. He says some big words, but that's what he's saying.
マミヤ、お前。
先生。よかった先生。
お前は間違っているぞ。
何が間違っているのですか。
そんな宗教じみたこと、お前。
ほら、見たことか。
The first thing I thought it was some cult bullshit too. To be fair, that's the first thing I thought too.
今この男は私の考えを宗教じみたと言ったではないか。あたかも基地じみたとでも言いたげに。違うものですか。死を考えること、死生学を数千年やってきたのが宗教ではありませんか。刑事上学ではございませんか。つまり宗教じみている。死を考えることは先生にとって気違いじみているという意味ではないのですか。
Why is Madman censored? If you hear carefully, there's a beep when he says Madman.
違う。お前は教信者のみたいじゃないか。
I actually agree with the teacher. What the fuck?
はて、これは奇異なことをおっしゃります。私のどんな考えが狂ったように感じられるのですか。
知らん。だが
私からしたらあなたこそ常識というくだらない競技を狂ったように信じているみたいに見えますよ。
Yeah, that's true. I guess he's trying to make us question, like, our conviction, but makes a good point.
なんだそれは。
自分が理解できないものに今日のレッテルを貼らずにはいられない。自分が信じる常識が覆るような考えは全て狂っている人間の仕業。
Because we're human, Takuji. If we try to understand everything, it's impossible. Like, it's legit impossible. That's why people specialize in doing something they're good at. And if they're good at everything, my god, it must be hell for them when they were a kid. They were engineered to be good if that happens. Unless, of course, there are also people that have really good talents and stuff, but the average Joe wouldn't be able to understand everything.
そんなものは飛躍だ。間宮貴様、頼む。誰か担任の先生を連れてきてくれ。誰か。
He desperately appealed to the students, but not a single one moved. Every person in the room was dominated by the atmosphere.
現代社会は死を写生したところに存在し、死をタブー視する社会である。それが正しいなどと思うのは考える体を持ち合わせていない奴隷の言葉だ。なぜならば前近代において死は最も重大な施策の対象であったではないか。
I suppose so. I actually read a book about death before during my psychology class. I made a paper about it too.
死こそ施策の最大の関心事ではなかったか。
But the thing about the books in Indonesia, which is where I currently live at, a lot of the books here are tainted with religion. So you can never really trust the books here. At least that's how it feels to me. When I read something in English, it's a lot more, not biased. There doesn't feel like there's some tampering from religion. At least to me it seems that way, but I don't know if that's true or not.
近代に成立した政治、社会思想はあたかも我々には無縁の事態がごとく振る舞った。
Well, it's not like it's irrelevant. They want us to fear death, but they also don't want us to be so scared that we don't want to do anything with our lives.
あなたが二人の死に自分勝手な意味を与えている。
自分勝手とは
へりくつという意味。全然デタラメと言ってるのよ。世の中が死を隠しているというご考説はまあどっかで聞いたことあるような話だからいいとしても、それと二人の死が何か表しているというのは飛躍以外の何者でもないわ。というよりもデタラメ、というよりも妄想。
なるほど。なかなか手強いバイタだ。
God damn this guy. He's not even faced in the slightest.
だからバイタってやめなさいよ。
君はこう言いたいのであろう。僕が示した彼らの死の意味、それが真なる命題であることを、それを実証しろと。
実証？バカじゃない？実証なんてできるようなものじゃないでしょ。誰がどう考えてもあんたが言ってることは妄想なんだから。
妄想ね。そうだ。君は嘘科学と科学をどう判別するか知ってるかい？
Takuji, I don't even know what charlatanry is, dude. What is that? Okay, I'm legit curious, so this is weird, but I'm gonna Google this on my phone real quick. I have never seen that word before. A charlatan is a person practicing quackery or some similar confidence trick or deception in order to attain money, fame, or other advantages via some form of pretense or deception. A faker. I see. So basically, lies, in a way. I see. That's a very... That's a word I've never seen before.
嘘科学と科学？
そう。ペテント真理をどう判別するかだよ。
Oh, science can be proven, and pseudoscience, it's still, you know, it's still finicky. Psychology is still considered pseudoscience back when it was first established as a major to be studied in college. I do remember that. It's still technically not as prevalent as the other majors that are available in colleges. And that's why my college is actually pretty... they don't have a lot of confidence in saying that psychology is a scientific study. Because a lot of misconceptions seems to think that it's still pseudoscience.
ペテンはペテン。それ以外の何者でもないわよ。
それではデタラメだよ。ペテンはペテンだなんて命題は何も語っていない。
The devil's proof, I see.
ペテンと真理の差。それは新規な予言があるかどうかだよ。
Huh? Okay, you lost me. What?
新規な予言？
予言というと少し宗教じみてるね。簡単に言えば傍から見たらキーに見える予言だが、その理論から導き出せる正しい予想のことだよ。アインシュタインは多くの予言をした。ブラックホールや空間の歪み、それは彼の相対性理論から導き出された答えだ。
Is that true? I don't know. I don't know. Technically, you would have to be suspicious or skeptical about something to make a theory about it, but it's the way he's phrasing this. I don't like how he's phrasing this.
その理論を理解できぬ者には、それはとてもキーな予言のように思えたであろう。
He makes a very sound argument, though, I have to say.
だが、それは全て的中した。それがなぜだかわかるかい？
その考えが正しかったら。
そう。相対性理論は正しかった。だからその正しい説明原理から正しい予言が導き出される。つまり、僕の頭の中にある理論。そいつから導き出される予言。それが当たればいいわけだ。
予言？
だから僕はこれからいくつかの新規な予言をするよ。
Okay.
その予言が的中するたびに、
Okay.
君は恐れおののくがいいさ。僕の正しさ。
何を馬鹿げたことを。
私を生まれ変わらせるために神があの二人を煮えとした。
So that I could be reborn? What the fuck? You're seriously saying that?
一人は白山翼、もう一人は高島ザクロ。この二人は私が生まれ変わるために神が煮えとした。
This guy's fucking insane.
私は生まれ変わった。何に？救世主に。
Okay. What
救
the
世主にだ。世界はあと5日で終わる。
You're not the Messiah, damn it. What the fuck is wrong with you, Takuji?
しかし、それは兆しだ。世界が生まれ変わるための。救われない者は古い世界と共に永久に地獄の豪華に焼かれる。
Wait a second. An omen that the world will be reborn. Those not saved, along with the old world, will fall into the depths of hell to suffer for eternity. Is living in an eternity suffering? I don't know. Because in the first chapter, if Zakuro didn't come to our world, technically that could be classified as suffering for eternity, right?
未来永劫に続く苦しみだ。皆知っているだろう。
Man, now the way I see the ending for or the alternate end in chapter 1, that just feels super creepy, dude. That means that you accept your... I don't know. Zakuro did ask us if we were happy or not, though. See, I don't know.
世界が嘘で満ちていることを、そして真実は隠されていることを、愚者は平等という。しかし皆知っている。世界が平等でないことを。
That's true.
愚者は自由という。しかし皆知っている。世界に自由がないことを。
I would say there is freedom, but there's a limit to the amount of freedom you can do. There are choices that you can do in the world, you know, Takuji. With more money, you have more options. With more social standing, you have more options, depending on who you are.
愚者は愛という。しかし皆知っている。愛が人を裏切ることを。
I wouldn't say traitorous, but I do not trust love myself. After looking at the people around me with, you know, people that have married and then divorced, oh boy, that's just scary.
愚者は人を殺すなという。しかし皆知っている。世界が殺人で満ちていることを。
That's true. That's this guy is making a very good point, but god damn it, stop this.
愚者は嘘をつくなという。しかし皆知っている。愚者こそが嘘つきであることを。愚者の嘘を鵜呑みにした者はバカを見る。そう、嘘なのだ。すべては嘘であったのだ。世界がずっと前からあることも、これからあり続けることも、すべては嘘だ。我々が前に踏み出そうとするその先は。
Sorry if I keep cutting him and adding my comments every time, by the way, but it's really he does make me want to counter argument whatever he's saying, but he's making good arguments, at least to me anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm not smart enough, but I don't know how to refute this guy.
奈落なのだ。世界は終わる。確実に終わる。
Yeah, the world will end thing is kind of BS and that he's kind of crazy, but everything else other than that, he makes a sound argument.
これが真実なのだ。その証拠に3つの予言をしよう。一つ、もう一つの死によって死への濃度はさらに明言されるであろう。
Okay, someone will die again.
二つ、多くの者がその死をもう一度目撃するであろう。
Okay, so someone's gonna kill people in front of a large group of people. Either someone's gonna kill, you know, either someone's gonna murder someone, or I don't know, they just die for no reason. That's weird.
三つ、そして死者は語るであろう。すべての終局を。
It's not exactly a big prediction, to be fair. Mamiya dashed out of the classroom. Everyone was speechless at his sudden departure. After a long silence, another teacher came running in, and the classroom was filled with chatter. Kagami helped Tsukasa up. I just stood there.
世界が嘘で満ちていることを、そして真実は隠されていること。
If someone was like that dude in my school back in the day, the cops would probably be on his case. That is crazy. He'd probably go to the juvenile detention area or whatever you guys call it. And why did I simply stand by and watch? Why didn't I say anything back to him? Because I was dizzy? Because my head hurt? That's no excuse. It wasn't so bad that I wasn't able to at least say a single word. I couldn't speak at all. I just listened to Kagami yelling at him. I just listened to Mamiya Takuji gleefully listing his predictions. I couldn't do anything. I wonder what I was supposed to do back there. I wonder what I was supposed to do to Mamiya Takuji back there.
おとなしあやな。
What do you mean, what are you supposed to do? It's not like you have responsibility to do anything, Yuki.
おはよう。おはよう。そんで、あなたも授業サボっているの？そう。まあ、そう。で、何をやってた？見てた。また、空。そう。空、ね。そうか。水上さん。なんで泣いてるの？泣く？泣いてるって涙とか流してる状態を言わないから。そう。よくわからない。そんな気がしただけ。泣くようなことはなかったけどな。なかったけど、あまり気分は冴えないのかもしれんね。気分は冴えない。そう。いろいろあったから。まあそうかも。ここ最近いろいろあったから疲れた。綾菜さんは？私がどうしたの？どう思うのかなーって。どう思う？いやさ、同じ学年のやつが2人も短期間に死んで、それに学校中わけのわからない噂で持ちきりみたいだし。噂？そうか。綾菜さんは知らないだろうな。高島桜さんからのメールの話知ってるの？わりかし。もしかして綾菜さんの携帯にも？
The fact that we're talking and they show us the scene in the sky, I feel like something's gonna happen here. Usually, they just show us the sprite of the girl we're talking to. What's wrong with this scene? They keep showing us the sky.
私は携帯電話を持っていない。私に来たのは違うもの。
You received something else.
違うもの？って何が来たの？高島さんから。
Really?
高島さんから？それって見たい。そりゃ気になる。そんな言われ方したら。でもそれって大丈夫？
This game is making me paranoid, dude. I keep checking at the clouds to see if anything is different. I don't think anything is different, right? This game's making me paranoid.
大丈夫って？いや、なんて言ったらいいかわからないけど。それって水上さんが大丈夫なのかって意味でいい？なんで私が？というか、そんな見たらショックを受けるようなもの？さあ、それはわからない。ただ、それはあなたが隠したものだから。
Me?
私が？でも正しくは水上さんが隠したものじゃない。水上さんに隠されたもの。
Okay.
何それ？よく理解できないけど。綾菜さん、何か知ってるの？あなたが知ってることしか知らないよ。
She was saying the same thing here in the last world, and
私が知ってること？
I feel like Ayanna might be a delusion. No one can see her except for us, huh?
あなたの限界が世界の限界。だからあなたの語り得ないこと。
I don't know though, maybe.
あなたが見ることができないことをあなたに教えることができないし、見せることもできない。
You know, I do know this that I keep saying that when something's happened, something's big is going on. Sorry about that. It's basically a part of our delusion or something. I never noticed that, but I just noticed, but I keep saying that, huh? That something's a part of our delusion. I mean, can you really blame me? Can you exactly tell the difference sometimes when you're delusional? You can't, because I've never seen a delusion, right? And I assume most people wouldn't experience a delusion unless they're high or something like that. Or if you have a mental disease, a mental illness.
どういうこと？
I could only guess what they're going through when they have an illusion.
語り得るものは明晰にあなたが見た光景しか見せられないということ。私が人はなぜいろいろなものを隠そうとするんだろう。
Because they try to run away from something they don't like.
何の話？知っているはずなのに知らないように振る舞う。そしていつか本当にそれを忘れる。
I mean, when something you don't like hurts you, the memories will disappear. At least the feelings towards that memory will disappear.
忘れたにもかかわらずそれに興味を抱くくせに。親のそういえばさっき間宮君の教室で声がした。間宮大声で言ってた。人は死を隠した。この世界は死を隠した。
Ayanna asked us about if we died before, didn't she?
ならせっかく隠したものをなんで人は暴こうとするんだろう。なんでせっかく遠くに隠した死それに人は見せられるんだろう。
I don't know, Ayanna. I actually don't know.
一生懸命隠したはずなのにまた掘り返そうとしている。水上さんもせっかく隠したものをまた掘り返そうとしている。
I'm scared of death. That I know for sure.
それは全く同じこと。私が隠したもの。そうそれを隠し通せばあるいは素晴らしき日々。
Title drop. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything to me. The wonderful everyday doesn't mean anything.
素晴らしき日々。永遠の生の中に人は生きる。
Oh. Okay.
永遠の中に人は生きるって何それ。そう生は閉じたもの。死は誰にも開け放たれていないものだから。
So my theory about this might be a closed space like in Corpse Party might actually be true.
隠し通せば知ることなどない。それと同じ素晴らしき日々は語り得ぬ沈黙の上に立つ。
So that's the wonderful everyday. That's a big hint. That's actually a big hint.
死を思わす死を知らせそして生の中にありていつの日にかあなたの目の前を通り過ぎた猫のようにいつの日にかあなたが眠る夜に吠える犬のように足元のおぼつかないブロック塀の上を上手に歩き上限の月を喰らうように吠える子猫のように小さき者の命を引き裂き子犬のように従順な瞳で人を見上げる猫のように孤独の夜にあり犬のように集団の森にある。
I get it, Ayanna. I get it.
生を思わすそして生を知るその中にあるいはその外に素晴らしき日々が。
Her voice was quiet, and her eyes were lucid. She seemed to know everything. She seemed to see everything. She gave me goosebumps. But
綾菜さん、あなたは何をしているの？水上さんが知ることだけだが、それはどういうこと？質問ばかりの人は嫌われる。私は別に他人に好かれたくない。
what she knows. I was scared of that truth, and I wanted to know it too.
外に行きたいの。外？
Outside.
ここより先の世界。
Chapter 3? Oh, what? the
先の
fuck?
世界
I mean, to Yuki, it might not make sense, but to me, as a perspective, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
まるで綾菜さんの言うことが間宮拓司みたいだね。そうかっこいいね。全然すごくダサい。
The internal world and the external world. Are we still trapped in the internal world? I don't know.
かっこいいね。外の世界とか先の世界とかなんか気持ちよさそう。
Yeah, I do feel like Ayanna is Yuki's true feelings, you know? That's what I feel Ayanna is. Yuki, the current Yuki anyway, she's hiding her own feelings, and I feel like Ayanna is her true feelings manifested. If that makes any sense.
ふん。なら綾菜さんが言う外って何？先の世界って何かしら？それってあの世のこと？それとももっと高尚な神様の世界？それとも高次元の世界？どちらにしても馬鹿げている？そう。そうだよ。水上さんの言う通りだよ。外の世界なんかない。すべては私たちの世界。それはどこまで行っても私たちの世界。ここに立ち止まるのもここから歩き出すのも同じく私たちの世界。あの世があるとしたらそれはきっと私たちの世界。もっと高度な高次元の世界があるとしたら それも私たちの世界。
It feels like she's trying to say that everything that happens in this game is just in the game. It's part of their world. If there's an outside world, it's part of their world. And yeah, even if there's an outside world, it's part of their world. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, they can't go outside of their world. Their world is the game, you know?
神様の世界があっても悪魔
Yeah.
の世界があってもそれはきっと私たちの世界。
Indeed.
この世界が新しい。それこそ外から新しい注釈をつけたとしてもそれも新しい私たちの世界。
Yeah, that's crazy though. That's crazy.
いいえ、そんなものは新しくも古くもない世界だと思う。ならこれから見える世界もまたあなたの世界。新しくも古くもない世界。こんな言葉が水上さんにとっての正しい注釈になるのかな。
Ayanna-san slowly brought her face closer to mine. Then she headbutted me with a conch. What the fuck?
お花さん。
Oh! Oh god. Okay, that creeped me out a bit.
今高島さんの水上さんが持ってるものなら見せてあげられる。私が持ってるものどういうこと？水上さん、こんな話知ってる？世界には何人の魂があれば足りるか。
One?
それはどういう意味？そのままの意味。世界に必要な数の魂。
Yup.
多分一つで十分。どういう意味？綾菜さん。
She's she's our subconscious, dude.
綾菜さん。
She wasn't there anymore. No one was there. While I was on the rooftop killing time, all of the day's classes had ended. No, she might not be our subconscious. She might actually exist in Yuki's brain. If you get what I'm saying. She actually does still talk to her imaginary friend. Maybe that's the theory for now. That's the hypothesis. I had no reason to be at school after classes were over, so I decided to go back to the classroom for the moment.
Yuki! 鏡ユキまた授業サボってたごめんもう知らない
Ever since the first episode of Chapter 2, I've been really enjoying this game a lot.
もう知らないっていつの少女漫画だかおーい鏡さん何怒ってるですか何がじゃなくてね怒ってなんかないわこれから他校と合同練習があるのだから邪魔しないで鏡どうした電話してないよ交互に部活あるから
Huh. Maybe it's because I skipped class to get out of there. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised after I ran off and left her alone in there. Sorry about that.
つかさんごめん少しだけでいいからお姉ちゃんやっておいてあげて
Maybe Tsukasa is mad at me too. As soon as I got home, I turned on my computer.
認証されてますかね登録
I think I'm gonna end the episode after I finish this day. I think 2 days every episode seems like a good idea. I immediately opened my email and checked the messages.
早く会いたいよセックスだけでいいんです PR 主人が大割り食いに侵されました
What the fuck are you reading? Oh, you're on your email. That's a lot of spam, Yuki. They were almost all spam. All this spam sure is annoying. The guy sending out all this crap should go kill himself.
会員登録完了北高爽やか掲示板事務局
The title almost looked like spam at first glance, but it wasn't. This was the first step in following the trail of breadcrumbs. My pulse quickened a little bit.
来てるメールが
Oh, sorry. I opened the email. Hello, Shibata Katsui-san. This is the Secretariat of the Kita High message board, Sawayaka. Thank you for registering on the Kita High Underground message board. Your member registration has been completed. You may log into the site with the login credentials you provided at the time of registration, which are also listed below. Please make another copy of this information and keep it in a safe place. Login ID: Yakiuchi. Password: Shizuka Take. Suicide. What the fuck? They give you the login ID and password? That is so weird. Why would they give that password? This name and the ID and password definitely were oh my god. What the fuck is wrong with you, Yuki?
よく認証されたなこんなもん
If they actually approved something like Shibata Katsuya, that meant the administrator was just approving any registration without even thinking about it. It might have been even an automatic approval. I wondered who the administrator was. I clicked the link. It was the typical style of floating thread message board. The threads with the most recent posts were displayed closest to the top of the page. So the threads dropped to the bottom if there weren't many responses, though they could rise to the top again if they got responses. Apparently, this kind of message board got its name from the way threads at the bottom could float up to the top.
スレが何個かある程度だと思ったけど、結構栄えてるな。
Though there probably weren't this many threads until just recently.
高島ザクロの死について、間宮拓司の演説、世界が終わるって本当ですか？もともとそんなにスレがあるわけじゃないから、ほとんどこの手のスレで埋まってる。
What about Shiroyama's death? That's the first thing I'm curious about. What happened to his accident? And the one that particularly stood out. One, who shall be saved and who shall not. This thread was created today at 11:23 a.m. Mamiya Takuji himself made it. Many of you have confirmed it. Many of you have seen it. Takashima's message predicted my awakening. I am standing here now, as the savior. Now it is time to determine who will be saved and who will not. Another one right after Takashima? Knock it off with that crap. I reported you to the police. Lol, they still haven't caught you yet? God. Not surprisingly, Mamiya's thread was full of trolls. Though of course, no one was taking him seriously. I was a bit relieved. I'd heard several people went missing after the incident earlier, but evidently they were unrelated. Everyone was just making fun of his posts on here.
さてと、消えそうなところからちゃんとチェックしていこうかね。
I looked for the oldest of the threads that had topped 1,000 posts and got unlocked.
それらしいスレ。
97. Thread for discussion of the falling accident. Yes, there we go. Exactly what I wanted. The date was 7/10. 7/10. When was that? Is it date month? Because over here in Asia, we usually go date month. So I assume that's October 7th. His thread was about Shiroyama's accident. It's been coming up in other threads, but I made this thread to talk about it exclusively. It's kind of rude to start a thread about someone's death. Kaira Marudai. I don't know if I should remember the IDs of these guys or not. They might be recurring characters. I'm gonna keep them in mind. Marudai, Kaira, Inken. Was it really Shiroyama from Class 3? Adamo. This thread has peacefully ended. Kinkin. Before we saw Inkin, this might be the same guy, but using two different accounts. Hida High, 3rd year, Class 6, seat number 12, Shiroyama Tsubasa. Height 175 centimeters, weight 62 kilograms. Date of birth 5th October, blood type A. Nana. Lol, where'd you get that? Did you measure him yourself? Man, that's so annoying. Fucking trolls, dude. His death was inevitable. Zakuro, okay. This reply, number 27, was posted with a registered name. Was this Takashima Zakuro-san herself? So she was posting on here. Seriously, learn some tact. Kintama. Gold balls. Takashima Zakuro's in Class 3, right? I bet she killed him. What the No wonder this is the underground message board. You guys fucking suck. Your name is Takashima-san? I think you need to be a little more respectful. What a freak. Everyone was insulting her. That was to be expected since she said that right after his death. But why? His death is just the beginning. It's just the beginning, she says. Does that mean our token black guy dies next? I think there really is a problem with what you're saying, Takashima. But this is all according to prophecy. Now she thinks there's a prophecy. Where's your tinfoil hat? Was Takashima-san the one who started all this? Before Mamiya Takuji. But still, a prophecy. It seemed like that was Takashima-san's last post in that thread. Takashima-san's posts were ignored, and the thread about Shiroyama's accident went on to 1,000 posts. I looked for other threads. 74. Big hazard is coming. Bic. The sealed Nevis uses a specialized physics bug, i.e. an outer magic dark summons bug, to plant negative thoughts in the human race. That is the true nature of the battle between the dictators and the tyrants of the world. Hitler, Genghis Khan, Marie Antoinette, etc. And us, the peasants, the revolutionaries, the proletariat. I actually have no idea what that means too. Shirayama Tsubasa was infected by the specialized physics bug. The Nevis used him to degrade me. The phenomenon of inducing a low energy state when a negative energy blast. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit, this doesn't seem like Sakura at all. She doesn't seem this creepy in the first world. Are you kidding me? You're saying this is Sakura? No. Someone's using her name and oh, sorry. I choked on my own spit. I've been talking too much, but someone's definitely using her ID. I don't know who. I can't be 100% certain that this is not Sakura. Mostly because of what Mamiya Takuji said. Holy shit. Because there is no 100% certainty. I was gonna say 100% I can be certain that this is not Sakura, but no, I can't. His reasoning kinda affect me in a way. And the reason is because the Nevis will soon awaken. Big hazard is coming. A great disaster will occur. Stay away from me, Big Hazard. These guys are so stupid. Lol. Please stay away from me, K. Thanks. Don't joke around. They weren't going to take her seriously. She sounded crazy. I probably would have reacted the exact same way. I didn't know what she was talking about, but it was full of hard words. I wasn't sure what else she expected anyone to say. Who's Big Hazard? He sounds like some big guy. Big Hazard is not a person, it is a great disaster. Honestly, I think it's the aftershocks from the worldwide recession. Big Hazard was the reason the... Oh. Something in front of the station closed down. Lawson! Oh my god! Okay, it took me a while to notice what that was. I know what you mean. That's wrong. Yeah, it probably was wrong. Though I didn't really know what Big Hazard was either. The Nevis... Oh my god, Sakura, holy shit! The Nevis implanted the specialized bug in Shirayama Tsubasa in order to induce a low energy state in one of the angel warriors. The only beings that can stop the Nevis... She was writing something about an angel in her desk too, though. Every angel warrior was targeted by an assassin that was being manipulated by a specialized physics bug. However, every specialized physics bug within the barrier, Tokyo's 23rd ward, has been exterminated with the combined power of the Golden Angel Remover and the flashing Blue Angel Knight. Since Shirayama-kun's brain had already been devoured, he went insane and jumped from the rooftop when the specialized physics bug disappeared. After that, the thread was filled with trolls. People making fun of her, people getting mad, people who sounded a little scared. But at this point, the people in the thread weren't terribly scared. Now I'm starting to question if what happened in chapter 1 really was Yuki's imagination. You know, like Sakura, for all we know, might actually be a fucking insane girl. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It's not certain. Everyone was just making a lot of noise over some crazy person on the internet. So then, when is the world going to end? You keep saying it's a prophecy, but all I hear you talking about is stuff that already happened. When is the world going to end? A great disaster will occur on July 20th, 2012. Next week? Oh, so that's July. Okay, so I thought that was October, so that... Okay. Not just a few people, but many people will die. More than you can count. The planet will reach a bottleneck. A bottleneck? This is not a computer. A bottleneck. You could probably think of it as a genetic bottleneck. A sudden decrease in genetic variety. It's when a lot of animals die when their genetic strains disappear. Like she said, that would be a great disaster. We shall perform the brain reverse on July 12, 2012. Then everyone will know. The fact that I am not human and the fact that the world is heading toward destruction. What the fuck? You expect me to believe this? She was writing about this brain reverse on the day she committed suicide. Actually, isn't that word? I looked at the words I'd copied off of Takashima-san's desk.
これってやっぱり高島さんの机の上にあった落書きと同じだ。
Which meant there was no doubt the posts were made by Takashima-san. Brain Reverse, Armegiddo, Nebula Cloud, El Himuro, Angel Remover, Angel Knight, I am Angel Advice.
エンジェルアドバイズが高島さん。ということは、それにも出てきたエンジェルリムーバーとエンジェルナイトは。
This seems like some bullcrap to me anyway. Maybe it's not, I don't know. The other two that were with her, it all made sense. So I guess when she said, I'm not human, she was saying that because she thought she was the angel warrior, Angel Advice. Big Hazard shall arrive soon. 9 o'clock in the morning on the 12th. Apparently that was her last post. It was the day she performed the brain reverse. In other words, that's when she jumped from the rooftop.
これはその日の夕方に立ったスレ。ちょうど自殺のすぐ後に当たる。
Someone was using her account, Sam. I got something weird. Scary. I got an email, but the picture and message are weird. Through death, I have been reborn as a warrior. Or so they said, but it hurts. I have no body, but it still hurts. It hurts because I've been broken. Therefore, everyone must die. You will die in 8 days. All of you will die. The address on this was Takashima Zakuro. I got one too. That's the same one I got. What's up with that? Is it really from Takashima Zakuro? If you remember in chapter 1, before Takashima-san threw the doll, after we confronted her, she said she was gonna send a message to everyone. I don't know why she did that, but she did that on the first world. That kind of bothered me, so it instantly snuck through my mind. After that, the thread was full of responses saying they had gotten the message too. It looked like almost everyone on this message board had gotten one. The same question I was thinking popped up in the thread. Did they all come at the same time? Doesn't it look like they were all sent at the same time? I think it was around 10:44. It looks like everyone's getting them at the same time. Mine was at around 10:45 too. I think they were all simultaneous. Simultaneous transmission. Well, I suppose. Every single one of them was at the same time. Which means the sender had a register of names or some collection of data like that. Oh my god, is she the administrator of this stupid site? Though, that was assuming that Takashima Zakuro wasn't the sender.
名簿。例えば教師とか。というか、さすがにメールアドレスは教師が持ってる名簿にはないか。
It's kind of hard to say, but I think those messages really are from Takashima Zakuro. I know because I had her address in my phone. I don't know if someone else might be using it, but the messages are coming from Takashima's phone. You're a Satoko, right? I have it too. That definitely is Takashima. I mean, the address is the exact same. And the picture is from her phone too. Her phone's camera had a horrible resolution. What should we do? That's Takashima's phone. The picture is the same resolution as the picture we took with it before. The same as the one we took at the restaurant. Is Takashima alive? Takashima died. She's not alive. That much is certain. How do you know that, Atata? I'm scared. What should I do? Wait, oh, this is after they discuss stuff at the school. Okay, so okay. Yeah, this is after whatever her face was called. The teacher has said that Takashima-san is dead. Why are you scared? Takashima probably has a grudge against us. Was that message really from a ghost? Takashima's ghost? Then you guys bullied her? It wasn't just us. At first, the whole class did it. Why just us? What do you mean, just us? I asked Akiko and Eri. The other people in our class didn't get the email. We got it and we don't even know her. It's your fault. Go die so she can rest in peace. I didn't think it would. I didn't think it would turn out like this. Who cares? You guys should be the only ones receiving her curse. Actually, just before she died, didn't she say she wasn't human? Okay, I'm not gonna read the quote again. I'm actually kind of parched after reading so much. That's what she said. Maybe she was already a ghost when she wrote that. She committed suicide after that post, so I think it's okay to assume she was human at the time. Don't say stuff like that to confuse people. The 20th is way too soon for the end of the world, but maybe it's when Takashima's curse will happen. But still, it's not like one person's ghost could destroy the world. So the world won't end. It means the people who bullied her will perish. On the 20th, they'll be killed by the curse. This is like a creepy pasta, dude. She was probably holding a grudge. That's why part of her curse was sending out that picture. I googled this. July 20th, 2012, end of the world. What the heck is this? Webbotproject.com. Don't Google that, please. I clicked on the link. Sketchy as hell. I keep choking on my own. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I need to get some water. Real quick. I keep choking on my own spit. I'm sorry, I guess I got too excited at this chapter. Or at least at this current episode. I'm really excited.
東京都多摩市七草区新白レンゲ協会ウェブボット研究所
Totally an occult page.
これってどう考えてもたまたまネットを検索したら引っかかっただけのページ
The page looked like it was thrown together in a few minutes. Would anyone really believe this? It listed events predicted by the web bot.
なるほど
The anthrax attacks in America in 2001. The East Coast's great power outage in 2003. The earthquake and tsunami in Indonesia that caused 30,000 casualties. Hurricane Katrina in 2005.
これってクラスの連中が言ってたことだなるほどね
And the last one, July 20th, 2012. Disaster level infinity.
三次数値無限って
What's up with this prediction? Is that really right? This website was more than a little suspect.
と言っても
Remember the first world? After we met up with Zakuro, the date turned into infinity. I remember that in the first chapter. Even if it was just a coincidence, that was the same day Takashima-san predicted the world would end.
こいつらが信じても仕方がないとも言えるけど
The site was full of nonsensical explanations for its predictions. The site must have been where Yokoyama was getting all her information. Now there was there nigh onto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. What the fuck? And all the devils besought him, saying, "Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them." And forthwith Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. There were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. Is this a page from the Bible or something? And they that fed the swine fled, and told it in the city, and in the country. And they went out to oh god. Sorry guys. My god. And they went out to see what it was that was done. Even though I already drank some water, it's still so parched. I guess I gotta stop soon, really. And they come to Jesus and see him that was possessed with the devil, and had the legion, sitting and clothed, and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. Those verses were written there.
これって聖書の一節、キリスト教系の団体だっけ？確か日蓮宗だったような。
Kind of creepy.
さすがに疲れた。
I've been on the computer since I got home. Before I realized it, midnight had long since passed. Oh my god, it's in the morning already?
なんか外から明るい光が差し始めてます。はあ、夏は日が出るのが早いからな。
Well, that's because I was reading every thread one by one. That's why it took so long.
寝ないと明日も午後からとかになってしまいますな。
I stopped what I was doing for the moment and crawled into bed. Oh god.
見事です。見事に予測通りに遅刻です。
Alright, with that, I am ending the episode here. I definitely got way more excited than I should have in this episode. As you can tell by my reading voice, I stutter here and there. Probably because I was speaking so fast, because I want to know what happens next. When you guys don't read out loud, you can read really fast, right? I read really fast when I don't read out loud. So I just want to know what goes on in the story, like, really fast. That's why I keep speaking so fast too. But yeah, this is a very enjoyable episode. I think Chapter 2, there has been no scenes that I dislike in Chapter 2. It goes straight to the punch. I like it. The mystery deepens. There's a lot more characters. Mamiya Takuje became unique, and I'm enjoying it so far. Alright, enough of my bantering. I need to get some water. I'm the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.